Without further ado, man, Randy, you know it's beautiful.
Oh my God. Appreciate Chad for having me. Just want to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers in here. Today's a real special day for me, and I just want to ask one question to the men. Do you understand your presence, right? Do you understand your gift? Do you understand the present moment, right? In the year 2020, this is during COVID, I'm at school, still in college, senior year at this point. Doing work, I get a random call from my sister. She calls me, she says, Junior, I need you home, right? I'm named after my father, so my family calls me Junior, right? So she says, Junior, I need you home. I'm like, what's up? I'm about to go to work. She says again, Junior, I need you home. This time I hear tears, I hear her crying. So I call my boss, I say, yo, I can't come in today. She said, okay, boom. Now for a little background, my school's about 2 hours, right? I got home in 45 minutes. I'm just saying how urgent this situation was. So she meets me downstairs. We're living in East Orange, New Jersey at the time in the building. She meets me at the doors full of tears. As I say, what's wrong? She say, it's Dad. I say, what's wrong with Dad? She says, he's gone. So she broke down crying. I'm one of the fastest men in Orlando. Now I'm telling you, the way I got up them 3 flights of stairs is probably 2.5 seconds. I burst through the door and I see my father on the ground, dead, breathless, motionless. And I get down and I break down in tears and I say, Dad, I'm sorry, Dad, I'm sorry. And the last conversation I had with my dad was an argument over car insurance. This is a car I don't have anymore. Car insurance that I don't even remember the name of the car insurance. Our last conversation was an argument over car insurance. I didn't value the present. My father was a criminal back in the day, around the 60s. Still to this day has one of the highest car police chases in Newark history, right? He robbed, he stole, he got beat up with metal bats, was put in a coma for 48 days. The doctor said he wouldn't be alive, he'll be a vegetable. My grandmother prayed over him. Somehow he came back to life, turned to a minister, was a wise man, everybody respected him. This is my father we're talking about. A wise man, somebody I got advice from, somebody I asked questions, somebody who told me everything straightforward. Whether it was brutal or not, he told me straightforward. This is my hero. Somebody I thought would see me graduate college, somebody I thought that would see me do everything. I could always ask questions, I'll have children, he'll be a grandpa. This is somebody I thought that would never die. Down here on the ground, breathless. This is during COVID, 2020. Ambulance, hospitals, packed. We waited 4 hours. 4 hours for an ambulance to come. My father's getting cold, body heavy. The ambulance come, I have to pick my father's body up. We have to stuff it in the truck, and I break down again. I say, Dad, I'm sorry, Dad, I'm sorry. And in that moment, I realized that I didn't value his presence. So I ask you again, do you value and do you understand your presence? As a man, the rate of suicide is 75%. 75% in men, suicide rate. Do you understand your presence? There's women out here that go to young men for validation and boys for validation. They're fatherless. There's dudes that don't know, they run around with their head cut off. Do you understand your presence? There's a lot of homes and a lot of people acting crazy because there's not a father in our life. Do you understand your presence? This is a man that was my hero. Everything, every question I had, he always had an answer. I could never hear that voice again. We ended with an argument. I could never say I'm sorry. I could never say I love you again. Do you understand your presence? Like right now in this moment, do you understand what you have to give? Your presence is your gift. Do you understand that? Every second you breathe, every moment, every day that you live is another opportunity to show your presence. My father is 6 feet deep. I gotta call my mom tomorrow and actually go to the gravesite. Do you understand your presence? There's kids that's wishing they had a father. Men, we're strong. There's days that we feel like we can't push no more. All the pressure's on our shoulder. But do you understand your presence? It's a question that I ask every man. You're one of the strongest being walking. But I need you to do one thing. Understand your presence. That's my time. Bring it over.